Coach, tell us a little bit about your season so far. You're starting off 3-0 for the first time since 2015-2016 season. Played some pretty good teams. Last week played a pretty bad team, but you got to see, kind of how through 3 games you've seen your guys battle adversity and then also not overlook opponents.
Right. Well, first of all, it's a credit to our kids. I feel first couple of games especially, we were behind, most of the game in both those games, and we just challenged our kids to be resilient. Still don't feel like we're playing our best football yet, but in those first 2 games, in years past, a lot of teams that we've had, didn't find ways to win those games, and this group is finding those ways to win, whether it be defensively, offensively, special teams, and they're excited, but they still understand that we've got some tough games ahead. The schedule's going to get tougher, so we're just trying to keep them focused one game at a time. But I'm proud of the start, but that's all it is. We've had great starts here before and then fall off at the end. That's one thing we don't want to happen this year.
So looking forward to next week on the road at Lookout Valley, I believe. How are you guys preparing for such a long trip and a team that seems to be a lot better than they were last time you saw them?
Definitely, they look better than they were last year. The trip is about like it was last week. We know the opponent's better this week for sure. But I felt this group last week really prepared well. We got down there and went through warm-ups, and then the time was off, so they added time, but they didn't lose focus. They seemed more driven and ready. We'll keep the same plan as last week, going down, another two hour or so trip, and we know it's going to be tough this week. We look at them on film, and they do some things offensively that we're trying to prepare for. More of a running game, but they can pass it. I believe that they're mostly run, about 85% run. So just trying to keep these kids focused. They're excited though, and seem upbeat and ready for the challenge.
Who kind of on your roster is emerging, and it may not be a shock to anyone whose name you say, is emerging kind of just as the locker room leader and like leading by example as to you mentioned the good starts that have happened previously here at Hayesville, and then you've seemed to hit that wall. Who are you looking forward to helping you kind of get over that, break through it, and
Right. Well, we elected, and it's not just one. We've got a handful of guys that we've elected as yearly captains who we feel like have put the work in and come in every day and lead by example. And Logan Caldwell is one of those guys. Kyle Lunsford, Jeremy Graves, Avery Leatherwood, Lane Odell, and Taylor McClure are our captains this year. And those guys, they're keeping the team focused. They're and keeping them humble too, because they know they've been there. They know, especially when we get in our conference season, that it's going to get a lot tougher.
Well, Coach, appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Hopefully, heading into conference, I'll be sitting here with you, and we can do this again when you're 5-0, looking at your conference schedule.
Well, that'd be great. We're looking at going 4-0 this week, and then we'll get ready for next week when that comes. Appreciate
All right,
you,
Coach. Thank you. As always, go Jackets.
Go Jackets.